EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
This a quick pass to Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be second down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a...
taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 3. First down, Buffalo.
To the air, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 31, Stafford sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Hey, middle.
To throw is Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that pass, a big one for Matt Stafford, folks. He just went over 50,000 career passing yards. Just the 12th ever NFL quarterback to do that. The former #1 pick in 2009 out of Georgia. Been so durable, so dependable in his career. And what a mark for Matt Stafford. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
7 yards there and a first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. How about this? They'll try the option, left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. On play action, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. The all-everything defensive tackle, Aaron Donald, the one who made the play there. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground
to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. From the 50, Stafford.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cobb. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
With the score, Bills 7, Rams 3.
A chance for a first touchdown drive of the year. It's 1st and goal.
Again, it's Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021 for the career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Allen off the play fake. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's the option going left on 2nd down. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, powering forward. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford.
And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee from 6 yards away.
And the Rams have moved out in front.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down, Cook. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
gain of a
Yeah,
yard.
things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
It's a gain of
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Allen. And this is Cook with the ground. And he is going to have a Bills first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. On 1st down, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are throwing their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. The kick by Bass is good.
And that will knot us up at 10. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Stafford. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Here's Stafford. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
That'll be caught by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 50 at Stafford. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Stafford. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw is Stafford. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. Looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 46. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Stafford going to give this to Akers. The tackle by Balen Spector.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Stafford here coming off his pick six. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A couple of vets, Stafford to Robinson there. First down, Rams.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but...
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Ball, it will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And Diggs has it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the goal at the 4-yard line.
To the air, Allen. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 1. Cook. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And now here in this situation, a field goal would still have them only up by 1 score, so I would think about going for it. Even if you don't get in, you put your defense in a really nice spot, making the offense go the long way to try and score.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are right back in this football game. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Stafford gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Monday.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Middle of the field, it's Robinson.
And he's going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
40 gun. Double right.
Throwing is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Fifth catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve, throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller now with his second sack here on opening night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on second and long. Stafford.
And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll run for it with Akers.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Sean McVay's gamble does not pay off. And the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On second and 9, Allen works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. .39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford.
and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And Gay knocks this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off two huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go Band of Brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass.
He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is good. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Well, partner, tonight was a great way to kick the season off. That before the game, probably as much pomp and circumstance to start a season as I can ever remember. And this is just game one of many to come sitting next to you. Really looking forward to it.
As am I. Great to be back in booth with you for another season. Great to get this year underway. You and I both know interesting is going to be the word. An extra week now as part of that newer 17-game season. What a fun opener tonight. We know the better games are still on their way, but I'm glad that we got started.
So for Buffalo, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the one-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans.